Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the worst fucking podcast you've ever heard. Both mics.
All right. Welcome to Both Mics. Welcome.
Hey, folks. Welcome. Welcome to Both Mics, a show about nothing and everything. That is Mike Sofka.
And that is Mike Taylor. And together, we are Both Mics.
Welcome to show number 67 of Both Mics, heard everywhere. Podcasts can be heard, like iHeartRadio. Also live every Friday night around 7 o'clock on twitch.tv/bothmics. Find us on there. You can subscribe, get notifications, and when we go on the air on Twitch, you will get a notification telling you to join us. So thank you for joining us.
Awesome. Thank you. And Mike, I want to get right into it here.
All right.
I saw a story, and before I comment on this story I saw online, have you ever heard the term somebody blowing sunshine up your ass?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I couldn't find a politically correct picture where we wouldn't be totally blurred out anyway, so I'll just put the police cross line up here, the do not cross hazard tape. It's according to MEAWW, whatever that is, .com.
MEAWW. I'm guessing sure stands for something, right?
Yeah, right. This story says, man dies after friend pumps air up his rectum. Cops wonder if it's a prank or murder.
You sure wasn't the Howard Stern show?
It goes on. A bizarre death incident was reported in Uttar Pradesh, India, where a man died after air was pumped up his rectum. The victim, a worker at an export facility, succumbed to his injuries. Jeez, hang on. My thing just jumped here. Sorry. Let me come back here. Hang on. The victim...
They did this at work?
Hang on. The victim, a worker at an export facility, succumbed to his injuries while undergoing treatment at the hospital. It's yet unknown if the friend who has been arrested had played a prank on the victim or it was a planned murder. That's...
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
A planned murder. Here, sit here, bend over, spread your cheeks. I'm gonna stick this hose in your ass. Yeah.
According to police, the 23-year-old victim, another guy. What is this? What's
this
going
an epidemic?
On here? Yeah, according to police, 23-year-old victim Mohammed Aslam and his friend Farhan would clean each other's clothes using an air compressor after finishing their shift at the export firm. Yada yada.
That makes sense.
Yada,
I've seen it.
On
After
a
shop
fateful
class,
day,
we used to do that.
On a fateful day, the two were cleaned up after leaving for home, and that's when Farhan allegedly pumped air into Aslam's rectum. Aslam started to feel unwell after the incident, and Farhan took him home where his condition further deteriorated. His family then rushed him to the hospital where he died of internal injuries.
Yeah, probably a portion of his...
That's what happens if you have your tires overinflated. You can't take it over that certain PSI.
But, I have so many questions.
I mean, he literally had a blowout from the ass out.
Yeah, well, he probably ruptured something down there, by overinflating his area down there, and he probably died of sepsis.
All right, Mike, you and I have known each other a long time, right?
We have, yes.
Have I or have you ever attempted to stick a hose up one of our other's asses?
No,
okay.
not even.
Right. Then what the fuck? This is
not even remotely.
Yeah, exactly. Normal people don't do this. There's some sort of sexual thing going on with these two dudes that they don't want to say.
Possibly. Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of dudes. I've never said, hey, let me stick that. And even as a prank, I wouldn't take a air hose and stick it up your ass. How?
Right, yeah.
No.
Yeah, they're hiding something else, Like, yeah. So, yeah. I've heard stories of...
You can't fart that out? I mean,
Well, it depends. How much is it like a compressor that you fill up your car tires with? If you stick that in your butt, that's going to blow out your something. It's going to overinflate something and crack it, break it, whatever the case may be. And that's where if you start leaking your intestines into the rest of your body, sepsis sets in and you're going to die. So so there was something going on there. They probably were more than just coworkers, and they were horsing around and hey, let's try this type stuff. So they were probably more than just coworker friends.
Even at the RFC at work. Well, never mind. I'm not going to go there with this certain thing. I might get myself in trouble there.
Right.
Yeah, but see, I would think that even dudes who are into that, or chicks, whichever way it would be, I'm just saying, I don't think it had to be a prank, dude. I don't think it was like intentional. Hey, I'm gonna blow air up this guy's ass and kill him at the hospital 3 hours later.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Okay.
It probably was some sort of sex play.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at.
Your intestine is 7 miles long, or your intestine is so long. If you fill it with air, wouldn't it be cool to just to fart like the biggest fart you ever farted?
Or
I don't know.
Maybe are they on some sort of other drug?
It's possible.
There's more to this story here, but we're never going to know. It's from India. It's through something else here. I don't know. My whole email's probably taken over right now. My whole laptop's probably taken over by the Indian government right now. That's why I'm having laptop problems.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Well, again, I love you, brother, but I'm not going to stick a hose up your ass. Sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
No matter how many times you ask me.
Yeah.
All right. Check this thing out. This is an actual picture of the actual story I'm talking about. More than 100,000 people have had their eyes scanned in exchange for free cryptocurrency.
Interesting.
According to ARSTechnica.com, WorldCoin reveals Orb Scanner aims to distribute cryptocurrency to 1 billion people. What does this tell you they're doing?
Well, they're obviously data mining. And is it harmful to have your eyes scanned if there's nothing else connected to it? They don't know who you are, but they'll still know where you are.
WorldCoin has distributed about 30 iris scanning hardware devices, which they call orbs, to early users on 4 continents who get rewards for signing up more people. I can see this thing hitting here because this is a social media thing. Watch. Orbs take photos of users' eyeballs, creating a unique code that can be used to claim free digital tokens. This is instead of doing a chip in your arm or whatever you may have seen, Logan's Run and all that stuff where they could tell how many credits you have and so forth. And we've talked about this in past shows about social credit scores and your carbon footprint, all that stuff, okay? But here's what I'm trying to say. Buddy, are they going to have a picture of your iris, your eyeball, the thing that's supposed to set you apart like your fingerprints? And now the world's going to have it, and it's going to be used for economic and political reasons, social reasons. I mean, I don't know if I'm comfortable with somebody having my iris, but then again, I'm guilty. They already have my thumbprint, my fingerprint for my phone banking, so...
Right.
I don't know. Maybe this is a get off my lawn dude thing. Are we falling behind here? Should this be okay?
Yeah, but no, I can see the I guess evil behind it, but should it really matter? And then they'll talk about the slippery slope. What's next after this? But yeah, if they have your iris print, but you're not connected to it, how can they actually get to you?
The project's developers said on Thursday they plan to release hundreds of orbs in the coming months and eventually distribute 4,000 devices per month. The team plans to debut the cryptocurrency network early next year and begin giving away the tokens at that time. They have not said how much cryptocurrency users can expect to receive.
Well, it's going to be it's like that app that I have for receipts. That basically logs my spending and where I shop. It's going to be no different than that. These things are going to be around and they're going to know where you are.
Well, let me take this to the next level now. Being that iScan, the iris scanner, is being linked to cryptocurrency. Wal Mart has been secretly putting in, and this is, of course, my whole computer is slow rolling me here. I'm convinced somebody's mad at me because my whole thing is just slow on the laptop, bro. All right, hang with me. Walmart. Here's the deal. They installed 200 Bitcoin ATMs with Coinstar. You know the Coinstar thing? There's a coin shortage anymore, so they don't need those around. Coin shortage. It's not a coin shortage. The government got all those coins back from the bank because the metal is worth more to the government than the coin is worth. That's what that's about. Walmart quietly installs 200 Bitcoin ATMs with Coinstar and CoinMe. The program involves Coinstar, best known for its machines that allow customers to exchange U.S. coins for paper bills or gift cards and digital currency exchange. Oh, it will see over 8,000 Bitcoin kiosks rolled out as part of a broader initiative, of which 200 are in Walmart. There's a 4% fee for exchanging Bitcoin and a 7% exchange fee for fiat.
Coinstar.
Well, if you're converting it back to fiat currency, which is our regular U.S. currency.
Yes. Yep. Do you have a change jar at home?
I used to. I stopped using bills and stopped taking the change. The coin shortage got me. I'm a victim.
Yeah. I went ahead, God, I think just before I moved to Texas, I started with the change jar. I got the 5-gallon jug.
Oh, yeah.
Because I read somewhere, someone told me that if you're able to fill one of those 5-gallon bottles with just, common change, it could be about $10,000 if you fill the entire thing. I'm like, oh, yeah, that'd be cool. So over time, it'll fill, and I'll get it filled up, blah, blah, blah. And here we are, over 10 years later, and I'm about 2 inches.
That's still got to be still got to be a couple $100, I would think.
Yeah. And I throw single dollar bills in there every once in a while too. Just to muck up the situation.
Back in the service industry days, that was the way to save money without it hurting you or realizing.
Without saving it. And the only time I use cash is when I'm on vacation.
Wait a second. So now?
Yeah. Like everything I buy on the card.
Why would you spend cash on your vacation? I don't understand. Why wouldn't you put everything on the card? I mean, you get gas, food, whatever you got.
It's the only time I have cash is when I'm on vacation. And, a lot of times you're out of the country or on the run.
On the run. Okay. Mike _ Taylor at bookmarks.com. What do you want to run from, Mike? Tell us.
On the run to airplanes, trains, jungle cruise.
I thought we were going to hear a story about Billy Joe and Bobby Sue.
No, nothing of that nature.
Taking the money and running.
So I rarely have cash.
Well, I think I'm supposed to be going to Alien Update here. I'm just really disappointed with this laptop here right now. I've got the old waiting, non-responding screen. Yeah, dude, this is not good.
Spooling.
Yeah, I know where I'm going with this, though. I'm going to go right to the Alien Update while I fix this. How about that?
Give me a minute.
All right, 3, 2, 1, 0. Alien Update. 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 Alien Update
He's an alien. You could be an alien robot, right? Like, not all robots are domestic.
I computed the aliens. They are capable of sinister and dangerous acts.
You weird alien man!
All right. The alien update, again, just briefly, if you're new to the show or you forgot or you're high like most of our listeners, you can understand that there are some people who are technologically advanced. They're furthering our culture, our planet. They're richer than a lot of people, and they know more about technology, and they're advancing us as a people. Of course, I'm talking about Elon Musk. I'm talking about Jeff Bezos. I'm talking about Bill Gates.
Branson.
Well, I need to add an update. So as soon as I update the alien update card, you know what happens?
Yeah.
I'm going to add another alien. So this is, we talked about him sparingly in a part, but Twitter Jack Dorsey from Twitter. Now,
okay,
here's the deal. Facebook is supposedly going to be going through a name change soon. Nobody's supposed to know it, but they're trying to turn Facebook into something they call a MetaVerse, which is agreeing. This is agreeing with a tweet calling it a dystopian corporate dictatorship. Now, this is the actual tweet from Jack Dorsey from Twitter. The word metaverse was coined by Neil Stephenson in the book Snow Crash, and it cringingly described a virtual world owned by corporations where end users were treated as citizens in a dystopia corporate dictatorship. So, much like Musk jabs at Bezos, this Jack Dorsey guy wants to get some play. He's jabbing at Zuckerberg. Here's my theory.
Okay.
These guys are not only both aliens, but they're from different alien races who hate each other. That's what's going on with Musk and Bezos, too.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
no.
You think about it. They're all here. They're trying to take over. Okay, the reason why they were trying to go to these moon and Mars and all this shit is to get the rare minerals, the stuff we're running out of here, or so they say, on Earth. It's mining, it's mineral rights. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The concept of metaverse will be a globally connected virtual environment.
Okay.
So, do you remember years ago? There was a video or a computer game, and I forget the name of it, but it was like
SimCity.
Fake life. Yeah. You had this fake life, and you had this fake character, and you did all this fake shit.
Yeah.
Where have we heard fake before? It's all fake. You ever hear that? Yeah, it's Mike is number one. So here's my deal.
Yeah.
Jack Dorsey's trying to get on the alien update. First of all, do we let Jack in just for this? He's been close to getting on the alien update before. Is he officially an alien update guy now?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to see more than one tweet to or at least his net worth to see if he's worth alien update echelon.
Facebook has heavily mocked for this rebuilding, with users joking, "Why don't you just call it woke book?" But
I hate that term.
It's the next logical step if you think about it for Facebook. Let me build this scenario in your head.
Okay.
Does everybody live the rock star life they do on Facebook right now?
No. There's just endless jokes about that all the time.
So all they got to do is put the cartoon people around to it, and all you got to do is you got to get one of those Oculus headsets, because Facebook owns that shit now, and everybody's going to be walking around their house at home in their virtual reality. Instead of taking pictures or posting video on Facebook, you'll just be virtual with everybody else, all your other friends. You're all hanging out, but you're separate, because separate, you're weak.
Okay.
No reason to leave your house in the pandemic, right? You can work from home.
Yeah.
Now just put this thing on. This is the old, don't jam the whole thing in there. Just put the tip in. They gradually take it. So Facebook establishes this place where people can connect, and they do all this great stuff, and they're making hand over fist And now they're going to take it to the next level, the whole thing. Are you going to do this, Mike? Are you going to be one of those folks with the Oculus? I know you've explored the Oculus before. Are you going to click on full metaverse, or are you against this?
I'm not against it, but I'm definitely not going to deal with it. I got shit to do. I got things to do. I ain't got time for that crap. So, get off my lawn.
Some people are saying it's the old rebrand trick, kind of like Coke back in the day. Went with New Coke, and then it's free publicity through social media and all this.
Yeah, 1985. Good year. Good year.
In the Zuckerberg-inspired future, someone could put a virtual reality headset and meet with a friend or colleague who is working on another part of the planet. The idea would allow people to... We do this already, dude. This is the video shit we're doing anyway, right?
Yeah, and it's...
But now is it with an avatar?
Right? Yeah. So, like, it's coming. I could see it. You have your headset on, and you can look to the left, and there's Frank, and you look to the left, to the right, and there's Jennifer.
This is going to take internet porn to another stratosphere.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure
there will be marriages
find a way to
destroyed over this. Watch.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. The whole internet sex thing and sex doll take it to another level.
We talked about this in the past, actually, because at the time this was something called Facebook Horizon and Horizon Workrooms. And I just came across the same picture I had put up months ago in that previous show. And the only reason why this just clicked is in the picture, nobody has bottoms. They're sitting on seats around a meeting room, and they're all looking at the same screen, but all these avatar bodies are cut off at the waist. And they're floating on these chairs.
Yeah. And then, of course, it'll go from avatar to actual download of yourself that will be on there.
Watch this. The next thing somebody comes out with is a glove that you put on, and it's like a mouse. It goes through your USB, and now we have sense of touch on the other person as well. Crazy, dude.
I'm sure. I don't know if it's a necessity, but I'm sure it's going to happen.
Well, keeping with this Jack Dorsey clown from Twitter, Twitter has a thing called Spaces. Did you know about this?
Okay. No.
Well, kind of like Microsoft Meetings and Zoom and all these people, Twitter's version of this is Spaces. So
interesting. Why not? Everybody's got to have all the buzzers and whistles, and to try to be the one with the new technology.
Well, I logged on to our Twitter today to let everybody know what time, remind people we're going to be on and everything. So I did all that, but when I pulled up Twitter, it gave me the option of 4 different avenues to go, and one of them was Spaces, and the other one was to tweet, and I forget what the other 2 were, but that was new.
Really?
So I guess they're trying to... They don't want to lose people to the metaverse. Let's think about that.
Well, exactly. You have to have all the buzzers and whistles that the other guy has.
Why can't they just work together? Why can't we just all get along?
It's called competition, and everybody wants their slice of the pie.
Yeah. They started this already, apparently, the Spaces. Less than a year after they first started testing live audio rooms, Twitter is opening up Spaces to nearly everyone. Starting today, anyone on Android and iOS can host a space, no matter how many people follow them. As of this past May, the feature was open to any Twitter user who has more than 600 followers. At the time, the company said it would put a limit in place to ensure a good experience. Now that the option is available to all Android and iOS users, you can use your own audio room by tapping on the compose button and then on the Spaces icon.
Yeah, it's right there.
All right, we're going to be on this, dude. You know why? Because this is getting into the game early, no?
With Twitter, yeah. Like we talked about earlier, as far as getting our video out there on every platform. I guess this would be the way with Twitter to do it.
Freaking crazy.
And I know Facebook has it with those emails that we've been getting.
Right.
Got to put our RSS code, whatever the hell
I
that
gotta
is.
I gotta get some college kid to be our intern to do this shit for us, dude.
Tell me about it. What's up with our two kids? They're freaking both computer geniuses, and
Yeah, and then I got somebody else in the family. I got two people in the family going to school right now for digital media, whatever that means. I mean, I know what it means, but you know what I mean? I would think that maybe they would have some sort of school project coming up that I can help them with and I can benefit from at the same time.
right? Yeah.
Anyway, I'm putting a picture of YouTube up here. We talked about in the last show YouTube and Roku in the battle. Well, apparently, let me pull this up. Hackers hijacked thousands of high-profile YouTube accounts.
Yeah, there's people out there who make their living.
This is like
their
that
YouTube
ransomware
account.
crap that they're doing to like beef packing plants and all this stuff because everything's done electronically on the internet here.
Right. Yep.
Since at least 2019, this is according to ARStechnica.com.
So you know it's true.
Yeah, exactly. Since 2019, hackers have been hijacking high-profile YouTube channels. Sometimes they broadcast cryptocurrency scams. Sometimes they simply auction off the account. Now Google has detained the technique that hackers for hire used to compromise thousands of YouTube creators in just the past couple years. Cryptocurrency scams and account takeovers themselves aren't a rarity. Look no further than last fall's Twitter attack for an example of that chaos on a grand scale. Anyway, this is that thing where it starts with a fish, PHISH.
Yeah.
It all starts with that. Attackers send YouTube creators an email that appears to be from a real service like a VPN, photo editing app, or antivirus offering, and offer to collaborate. They propose a standard promotional arrangement. Show your product to your viewers and we'll pay you a fee. It's that kind of transaction that happens every day for YouTube luminaries, a bustling industry of influencer pay. So these people are just thinking they're broadening. We got to be careful as we grow here, dude. That's what it tells me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they send them an email saying, "Hey, your account, blah blah blah, log in here." And you log in and you put in your username and password, and all of a sudden these hackers or these people have your username and password. Then they go about their business with your account, and if you want it back, guess what?
All right,
break
now,
out the checkbook.
Now, I have this thing in my mind when I hear politicians talk or give quotes about numbers of things that are bad that are happening.
Yeah.
I think we only get part of the story. Like they say 10,000 people died, but really it's 20. Or 5,000 people died, but they said it's 10. Whatever. Google says it has found over 1,000 domains to date that were purpose-built for infecting unwitting YouTubers, and that it only hints at the scale. The company also said it's found the 15,000 email accounts that were associated with the attackers behind the scheme.
Yeah. And I'm sure YouTube and Google and all these big companies have a team of people who are there just to fix this stuff when it goes awry.
The attacks don't appear to have been the work of a single entity. Rather, Google says various hackers advertised account takeover services on Russian language forums.
Nice.
Buddy.
Not surprised. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. Just on what you click on. I've never been that concerned about it, but the places I've worked, these big corporations I work for, and of course my wife being in IT, has made me very privy of these things. And we actually have a friend who has a company that is just solely internet security, and you'll be surprised what people do. You click on the wrong thing and boom, you're done for. So if you don't recognize the domain where it's coming from, do not click on it. Simple as that.
So staying kind of in the tech world here, Facebook Messenger is in the news now. Facebook Messenger is adding new AR experiences for group video calls. So I don't know. Have you used Facebook Messenger, Mike?
Actually today I use it every so often.
Well, now you can do the video thing and group effects and have AR, augmented reality. They show pictures here of somebody putting a green beard on their face and ha ha ha, this is great. And hey, we're all in the same thing here. Yeah.
Just getting on the Teams and what's the other one? The one we used to use, Zoom video conferencing bandwagon. Why not?
This is according to TechCrunch.com. Facebook Messenger is rolling out new augmented reality experiences to video calls and messenger rooms. The platform's video conferencing feature. The company notes that the new group effects feature will be coming to Instagram soon. So this is just like Facebook's lining up like Twitter. Like I said, I logged into Twitter today and it gave me like 4 different options. So Facebook, WhatsApp, Messenger, and Instagram are all together. Who's got Snapchat? Who's that?
Snapchat. I think they're on their own, right? That was a Chinese government thing.
Somebody Snapchat. No, that's TikTok.
That's TikTok also, but Snapchat started that way.
Oh, I didn't know that either. Wow, I knew TikTok was. Wow. Yeah. See, as much as I want to embrace technology and keep moving forward and moving on and getting to where the people can be found, I don't know if I can cross certain lines anymore, dude. I don't know. It's the get off my lawn thing.
It's a global society out there, and part of the globe is not nice.
Well, did you have a phone like this when you were little?
Of course.
And if you're not watching, it's on twitch.tv/both mics or on YouTube or wherever you see us here. There's a little Fisher Price phone, and I had one. Everybody having the kids have one. Fisher Price.
I'm surprised there's not one in this room.
Fisher Price is made. This is the new phone. This phone's for adults. Fisher Price made a working chatter phone for adults because we're all broken inside.
Really?
This is according to CNET.com.
So you know it's true?
Childhood is calling, and it costs $60 at Best Buy. Baby's first mobile phone is now an actual mobile phone. The iconic Fisher Price chatter telephone pull toy has been made into a working Bluetooth-connected headset for grown-ups. It still has a rainbow-colored rotary dial, and it's got eyes that wobble when the wheels roll. But now, 60 years since it was first introduced, you can take the business calls through the big red plastic headset.
Okay.
For those interested in getting one, I'm happy to report Chatter works just as you'd hope it would. I have an early model of this smiling buddy sitting on my desk all week.
Unreal.
He speaks. When Chatter turns on and connects to your phone via Bluetooth, a little male voice says, "Hi there, good to go."
So how do we take a phone that costs $1.50 to make and sell it for $10? How can we make that phone something that's $35?
Oh no, it's $60, dude. It's $60 at Best Buy.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So here's my thing. You would think they would make this for kids as the intermediate, from the baby phone to this phone, and before you get a cell phone. I don't think if you get one of these, first of all, you're repressed and you have issues and all that stuff, okay? But if you get one of these and this is your phone on your desk at work or whatever, I feel sorry for you, okay? I really do.
Right.
But
they need to be chased with a stick.
Yeah, but here's the deal. I don't even think once a kid gets done playing with a phone like that, I don't think he's going to want any part of it, because mom and dad have always given him the cell phone to play games on or whatever in a car or watch a movie or whatever, right? Is it right? Do you guys do that now? Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Not during the week. We'll let them do it on the weekends.
If I showed kids a picture of that phone and a picture of this phone and said, pick one, they're taking this one, man. They don't want that. So you've got childhood issues if you're using this, I think. So, yeah. Best Buy's going to sue me now. So is Fisher Price.
Yeah. It might be cool for a novelty, but that'll wear off in about 20 minutes. Unreal.
Hey, if you're watching us on twitch.tv/bothmics or YouTube, thank you for joining us here. I have one more thing here before my next favorite part of the show, which is the get off my lawn part. So hang on, that's coming around. They're going to robots. The robot universe is taking over, Mike. According to CNBC.com, restaurants looking for labor and speed turn to robots. And I have a picture up here of a White Castle employee next to a robot. Apparently they're taking part in this or seeing if they can. My whole thing is this. I think we've created this situation between technology overtaking us and the simple fact that people that work at burger flipping places want to make too much money. The $15 an hour thing, I get it. Everybody needs to make money. I get it. I want you to make a living wage. But what I don't want you to do is think that you can come in and make $15 an hour when Johnny Jr. over here has been here 2 years and he's making $10.75.
Right. Yeah.
And he started at $7.50. You know, whatever. Do you know that the hourly wage, now that all that's up, like $15 an hour, you know what servers make now, hourly? Like
$2.13?
Oh, no. Like $8, dude. $8 an hour plus tips.
Really?
I'm rounding. It's 7 to something. Yeah, look it up, dude. I'm thinking about going back picking up a shift.
You think you could do it?
I'm going to get on the Who Gives a Shift app.
Right.
And plug in my availability. I'm gonna go in and sell my breakfast shift for a dinner shift. Buy a dinner shift. Yeah, man.
You think you could do it still?
Not on the patio.
Not on the patio.
That was a bitch. I could do it at Bomba Hut though, because we'd eat well.
No, that was Iggy Hut.
Iggy Hut, okay, yeah.
Iggy Hut, yeah.
Our food runner basically allows servers to serve a lot more tables and customers to get their food faster. They're saying that these things are going to do multiple things, dude. Here's the deal. The National Restaurant Association recently reported that 4 in 5 operators are understaffed. This includes 81% of full service operators and 75% of limited service operators. Robotics can help ease the staffing challenges and speed up operations. Here's one. It's called Miso. This guy Miso, who I'm quoting here, he's talking about this thing Flippy 2 in the picture here, and this robot's flipping burgers. Yeah, the fry station is one of those jobs. It's tough too, said Mike Bell of Miso Robotics CEO. It's monotonous. Sometimes it's dangerous, and it's pretty repetitive. So it was perfect opportunity for automation robots to step in and help brands like Buffalo Wild Wings. The robot can cost up to $3,000 a month. Yada, 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 yada. The bot retails for up to $20,000 and has been tested in restaurants, including California Pizza Kitchen. So they're taking the mundane jobs in fast food, and they're all going to be... They can make fries, they can flip burgers, they can do all this stuff, and then a robot will bring you your shit.
There's a lot to it, man. There's a lot, it might be burgers, fries, and shakes, but there's a lot of steps to it. And if they're able to narrow it, I guess optimize it with a robot to do the whole thing, that's a lot of robots. You just can't have one robot do it all and do it all faster than say 7 people. So you're looking at 3 robots, $60,000, $9,000 a month to run. I guess I don't know. I guess that's less than what their nut is for.
They've already trained us to place our orders ahead of time.
Isn't that amazing?
Uber Eats to come bring the shit to you. So you're sitting at your desk at work and you order something from your phone. You don't take any cash or coins out of your pocket because it's automatically deducted from your electronic piece here. So you might as well have a chip or an iris scan like we talked about in the last show. Then an autonomous vehicle goes and picks it up like Domino's is doing now. Chipotle.
Right.
There's something called a Neuro is what they use, this little car type thing. It goes and picks that. And when it goes to pick up the food, guess what? It talks to another robot who prepared the food. Buddy, we are living the Jetsons lifestyle, buddy. We don't even know it.
Yeah. My wife went to Wendy's today with our oldest, and when we go out to eat, we try to do the coupon thing.
Absolutely.
If it's
especially
something
with kids.
Yeah. If
if you're going out to eat and you're going to do a treat and they have a coupon for a place that you normally would go to, why not take advantage?
Exactly.
You know, never pay full price.
Right.
So she goes there and she walks into Wendy's, and Wendy's now, if you go into a new concept Wendy's, there's nobody there to take your order. So you go up to this little empty counter with 2 computers on it. You start putting your order in. And she had a coupon, and she's trying to do the coupon, can't do the coupon. And she looks over her shoulder. She goes, "Excuse me." 3 people turn and look at her.
Go right back to what they were doing, like nothing happened.
Right back to what you're doing.
They're all like, "I'm not going to answer it. You answer it."
And then, exactly. Not my job. So then she turns her head, and she's like, "Excuse me." Then 2 of the 3 people look over again.
All right, so we went from 3 to 2.
Yeah, and then one guy pulls out his phone and starts looking at his phone.
I'm too busy helping. I'm on the phone.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what she did to get their attention or to get them to take care of her. But she did. But
it's like I said before. It's like when you go check out somewhere or whatever. I think if you have to check yourself out, you should be entitled to 1 free item.
1 free item. Yeah.
You
and
weren't
if it's
trained to use this technology and this equipment. I didn't get trained on this equipment. I'm sorry.
And if it happens to be the package of $20 ribeye steaks, so be it.
Yeah, don't do that, folks. Don't do that. I'm not saying.
Yeah, no,
in
exactly.
entertainment.
We don't endorse stealing, but
Yeah. Anyway, this is crazy to me that the whole process will be automated. Watch this. This is crazy, dude. From start to finish, when you order from your desk at work or at home or whatever, the whole process can be automated. A human might never touch your food. We're worried about bacteria and sickness and viruses.
Well, still. But okay, so it's another form of hand sanitizer, No one having any bugs in their system to build up their immunity.
The lovely Lisa had put up on her personal Facebook today. I'm going to share this on both mics because this is what we're talking about, and it's ironic that she did that today. She put up a thing about the automated pizza kitchen, and she even put a comment, "What kind of sorcery is this?" And got a thing of dough, it flattened it out, it made the pizza, it put it in the oven, it took it out of the oven, it cut it, it boxed it, it did everything, man.
Is this that gigantic pizza vending machine?
It wasn't a vending machine, but I've heard of that too. It looked like a small walk-up counter in the mall food court, and the machines were the only thing back there.
Well, I don't know about only machines being back there. I think somebody has to be there to at least to have the oversight. But yeah.
Well, yeah. That's Shanae over at the customer service desk with the nails and the, Yes. She's all
unreal.
With the fingernails. Yeah. She got her hair did. Yeah. All right. So listen, I'm going to go right into the get off my lawn. How about that?
Go for it.
My lawn. Not in this lifetime, Sonny. Well, I think you're an overeducated 27-year-old version. There's a Mexican, a Jew, and a colored guy go into a bar. The bartender looks up and says, "Get the fuck out of here. Get off my lawn. Used to stack fucks.
You missed it.
5 feet high in Korea. Use you for sand.
Okay. My mother-in-law just texted me.
Yeah? Everything all right?
The cold was too bad.
Yeah, she's freaking out.
Uh-oh. You okay? You gotta go?
No, it's all good, dude.
All right. Is she watching the show? Is that why she's freaking out?
No.
All right. I cut the Florida Man intro a little bit short there because I want to get into this right away. We got about 14 and a half left in the show here. So this is the get off my lawn portion, and you probably heard Clint Eastwood there, get off my lawn. And, we hear about this stuff all the time. And
why does the get off my lawn segment usually have mugshots in it?
Right? Exactly. This also can be used 2 different ways. This can be used as Florida Man as well. Because, again, this is another Florida thing.
What's hot in Florida? Man in Marion County goes to jail.
Clifton Bliss Jr. Now, I probably shouldn't be making a big deal of his name. According to the Marion County Sheriff's Office, The neighbor, James Taylor Jr., got into an argument with the suspect and asked him not to shoot the animal. And Bliss turned the weapon and shot the 41-year-old man in the chest.
Junior versus Junior.
Bliss was arrested at the scene and charged with second-degree homicide. He's being held without bond Thursday at the Marion County Jail. The suspect told his wife and witnesses at the scene that he fired his gun after being assaulted, according to an incident report obtained by the Orlando Sentinel. But an eyewitness reportedly told detectives that the two had no physical contact before the killing.
Okay, yeah, maybe it was the cat that attacked him. Yeah.
Buddy, I don't know, man.
What's wrong with people? What is wrong with people?
I mean, I heard of killing your neighbor over some pussy, but come on. Come on, I worked a couple hours on that one.
Long day. Yeah.
Yeah, and his picture, not for nothing, but the picture of the dude. You ever just look at mugshots of people and you're like, yeah, he did it.
Yeah. Well, Howard Stern used to say, he's guilty of something.
Buddy, so you grab your gun, you go threaten to shoot the cat, and then you shoot your neighbor. It's fucking crazy.
That's the one thing that, I'm all for people bearing arms and all that. There's certain things I disagree about with artillery that is used in the army and whatnot that the civilians own and use. There's no need for that, I feel. But I feel the only way someone gets shot at your house or in your neighborhood, with you involved, is if you have a gun. If you have a gun, you might use a gun. And obviously this is probably in anger. Did the guy really want to shoot his neighbor? Did he really want to shoot?
Not for nothing, but the guy does look pretty pissed off in his mugshot here.
Yeah, well, still, he's pissed off because he probably feels his civil rights have been infringed upon, and he was defending himself against a cat and blah blah blah. I'm sure he has some kind of stupid excuse of why he did it, trying to reason his way out of it. But like I said, if you have a gun, you may find a reason to use a gun.
Well, let me paint a picture for those of you who aren't watching us live on twitch.com/bothmics or YouTube, what have you. Go check it out or Google it yourself on the Google box there. But he looks like the guy who ate Charles Manson, doesn't he?
There's a guy who ate Charles Manson.
No, I'm just saying.
If a guy was to eat Charles Manson, it would look like Cliff Bliss Jr.
Exactly, because he kind of looks like a puffy Charles Manson with less hair.
I wouldn't say that. It looks like a pirate that got cleaned up. Like they gave a pirate that got a haircut.
He does have the mostly salt, but salt and pepper. Goatee thing going on, and it's a couple inches long, and he's got a balding on the top and then skinny on the sides, but you could tell from the back, you could tell behind that ear there. You see that little piece behind the ear there?
There's a party going on back there.
There's a party going on in the back, too. It's like that one strand.
Front, party in the back.
Is that a rat tail or a full-on mullet that just pulled back, or what is that?
No, it's probably a mullet of sorts that's pulled back.
The balding old guy ponytail, his last grips on being a youth.
Yeah, I don't think they let him brush his hair before they took his picture in his Marion County Sheriff Office striped outfit there.
All right, so speaking about get off my lawn type dudes, I want to close this thing out with 9 minutes to go here. I want to close this out with, here's a grumpy old man. Here's a get off my lawn guy.
If it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin. Do you know this story? Did you hear about this?
Yeah. First thing this morning, I read about it, and I was wondering if we were gonna catch on this tonight.
Yeah, well, you saved the good stuff, for last, so they got to watch the whole damn show. Anyway, According to Yahoo.com, Alec Baldwin speaks out after fatal prop gun shooting on the Rust set. There are no words to convey my shock and sadness.
Yeah, I think, like, isn't Amy Schumer going to be in this movie with him?
I think it's one of those, I think I saw an advertisement on one of the digital media platforms, either Prime or Netflix or something there. I don't know which one, but yeah, apparently he fired the prop gun that was apparently had a live round in it, and I guess he was pointing the gun for cinematic dramatization or what have you at the camera is the only thing I can picture, because he shot and killed the cinematographer. Helena Hutchins, 42.
And injured one other, from what I understand.
Director Joel Souza, 48.
I was thinking, like, why would he be shooting in that direction? I'm like, okay, I guess it makes sense that if, like, for the shot, if he's, like, actually shooting at the camera, well, I guess that could make sense.
Here's the deal. Apparently, before all this shit went down, like, within a day before all this shit went down, they've been having problems with this whole setup. Apparently, some people who aren't union weren't working, and safety was raised as a question. I think it's like slipping a Mickey. Oh, we'll just put one live round in this. What's the chances of? And boom, he fires the gun. Yeah, right, buddy.
That's not good.
Authorities responded to the incident around 1:50 p.m. local time. The investigation remains open and no charges have been filed. A spokesperson for Baldwin told the Associated Press that there was an accident on the set involving the misfire of a prop gun with blanks. As the AP notes, discharging a firearm without a metal projectile is unlikely to kill a person at moderate distance. A rep for Baldwin has not yet responded for comment.
I was originally thinking, like, okay, why would he be shooting a...
Are you there? This one froze you up? Hello, Mike.
Guy, and you have, like, a lot of money.
You were froze up there for a second. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Just reset. Go ahead.
So, like, yeah, if you're wondering why would anybody be shooting a gun in a person's direction, I can understand now. For the actual shot, you're shooting it at the camera and you end up hitting the cinematographer. But now they're saying it's a misfire.
Here's where it gets good. IndieWire
was he just joking around?
IndieWire reports that the IATSE Local 44, that's the union, which covers prop masters, they sent an email to its members early on Friday morning saying that the gun used in the scene, are you with me? All right, you're beeping out.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's freezing, but I'm with you. Just keep going.
The local union sent an email to its members early on Friday saying that the gun used in the scene contained a live round. The production's prop master was purportedly not a member of the Local 44. The entire cast and crew has been devastated, yada yada. There's something going on here, dude. There's something big going on here.
That sounds mafia-like.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
Like, you're gonna use non-union guys? All right, we're gonna whack one of yours.
Now, they'll figure it out. So a bunch of union guys.
You're frozen up on me again, Mike. You're killing me, Smalls. You okay?
Blah blah blah.
Warm up by the fire because you keep jumping out. What the hell is doing that?
Yeah, I know. Well, and I don't notice that I'm frozen until after I'm done talking. So yeah,
that's what's funny because you got that half cocked smile, your frozen face. That's great.
Yeah. So non-union boss, and you got your little peons that are union. One of the guys figured, what's the chance? I'll just we'll just put a live round in there and basically play Russian roulette. And who's going to get blamed? Oh, it'll be the non-union guy.
Alec Baldwin. He'll have video evidence of him pulling the trigger.